Far away another day, simple things will come my way. It'd be worth it, stay with me. They will drag us in the dirt, say the things that make us hurt, but I'll never give you up. Burning with love, it will never go away. I will protect you always. Burning with love, that will never go away. I will protect you. Like a lost soul we remain, like a legend of today, like a bond that never breaks. We are unbreakable. Like a lost soul we remain, like a legend of today, like a picture in a frame. We are unbreakable. Many nights that we will meet, no one knew our secret street. Countless times you came home. Oh, the circumstances are so intense and so bizarre, but the truth that lies with thee. Burning with love, it will never go away. I will protect you always. Burning with love, that will never go away. I will protect you. Like a lost soul we remain, like a legend of today, like a bond that never breaks. We are unbreakable. Like a lost soul we remain, like a legend of today, like a picture in a frame. We are unbreakable. We are unbreakable. We are like a lost soul we remain, like a legend of today, like a bond that never breaks. We are unbreakable. Like a lost soul we remain, like a legend of today, like a picture in a frame. We are unbreakable. We are unbreakable.
Alright, we need to set some ground rules here, folks. From now on, I am no longer allowed to record without my microphone turned on. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we've made some progress. I spent a considerable amount of time, we'll call it roughly over an hour, recording without my microphone turned on over the course of a couple of days. I picked a direction, I ran in that direction, and I ran until I hit a swamp, and then I stayed at that swamp for a couple of real life days, got some slime balls, collected some llamas, came back, and decided it was time to build a stable. Then I started building the stable. Then my husband came home from work, so I paused recording, and then I went to edit some of the footage, and there was no audio. And then I took several hours to be angry, and now I'm back the next day. So, what we're doing today is we are building a stable for our horses. My plan As you can see, I've leveled out this whole area and killed all the grass because I hate grass and I want grass to die. All that over there. The plan is to have 2 stalls, and then off to the side here, we're going to have a pen for the llamas. Off the back of the stable, we're going to have small runs for the horses to go out into if they so choose. I've got my little sheep family over here that are giving us light blue wool. And, oh, I need to go get some more wheat to breed them. I don't want to have, like, a massive, huge storage room of wheat. I'm trying to kind of minimize how much stuff I have. So, like, if I don't need wheat, then there's no reason to pick it, in my opinion. Aw, little blue baby. So our goals for today are to build this barn, and part of what I was doing, part of the reason that I'm so upset about how much time I lost is that I wanted this to be, whoops, I'm not in creative. I wanted this to be it's not time. I wanted this to be a different kind of video. Like, I feel like when I'm editing, I feel like I haven't been talking enough. Whoops. So I'm trying to talk more and have more energy. But, yeah, then I lost all of that. Not lost it, but it didn't record the audio. So, instead of just doing, like, a montage, I was trying to talk about what I was doing and communicate clearly and all that jazz. So, yeah. Oh, I put a crafting table over here. Oh, I only have 1 piece of wool right now. Why won't you eat the grass and stop being naked? Stop being naked, sheepies! So, anyway, the goal for this episode is to build this stable. I have worked out in creative mode kind of like a basic structure for what I want, which involves oak and glass and sandstone. Oak here, like so. And it's very difficult to build and talk at the same time because, like, you're trying to focus on building and you're trying to think about how you want to do stuff, and at the same time you're just like, what do I even talk about? I don't even know. Whoops. Well, let's talk about history. There is a YouTuber that I watch every single video and comment on every single video of his, who is named Crying Mo. And he has been watching and commenting on all of my videos. And in one of my previous LP videos, I just casually mentioned Bucephalus, the horse of Alexander the Great. And he was like, wait, what? Tell me more about that. So let's talk about Alexander the Great's horse, Bucephalus. When I was a kid, I had a favorite book that was called The Black Stallion. They made a movie of it in the 70s, and as far as movies go, it was an okay movie. It was beautiful. It was a gorgeous movie. And the acting was okay, but at the start of the story, the main character, Alec, and his father are on a ship, and they are going to, I forget where they were going. That's beside the point. They were on a ship and they were going somewhere, and the dad starts telling Alec the story of Alexander the Great and his horse Bucephalus. And that's always stuck in my mind, and I've always really loved the story. And as it turns out, it's, like, mostly true. I mean, the way the dad tells it isn't true. He tells it that Alexander the Great got on Bucephalus and rode him and jumped over this whole huge stadium and rode off into the sunset, etc., etc. Which that part didn't really happen. But Bucephalus was a black horse, and he had a white star on his forehead, and he had a blue eye, and he was wild, and he was crazy, and nobody could ride him. And then one day Alexander the Great comes along. Obviously, before he was Alexander the Great, he was, I think, a teenager. And he says, to quote the dad in the Black Stallion, "I can ride that horse."
I can ride that horse.
And the guy says, "Son, if you can ride that horse, you can have that horse."
Son, if you can ride that horse, you can have that horse.
So Alexander the Great gets on Bucephalus, and he's able to ride him. They go on many adventures together, mostly war-related. There's our two little runs. No any lighting in here. Boop, 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 boop. It's not really known for sure how old Bucephalus lived to be, but it's thought that he lived to be about 30, which is pretty old for horses. It's not super old. I think the oldest horse that ever lived was like 50 something, but pretty old for a horse, 30 something. And he was a war horse, so they went in lots of battles, and it's thought that he may have died from injuries sustained in battle. So I think I'm going to connect. I think that's going to be big enough. Well, I don't even think it needs to be that big, actually, now that I look at it. Because we're not going to be breeding the llamas. At least not too much. I'm going to breed them a little bit and try to get the higher capacity llamas. But they don't have to have a massive pen. Actually, I think right about there would probably be a good size. And then I'm going to need some gates. But anyway, that is the story of Alexander the Great's horse Bucephalus, as best as I can remember it. I hope you enjoyed that little story. We want chiseled sandstone. In case you haven't noticed, I really like pressure plates. Oh, and I forgot to make this sandstone too. That's good that I noticed it now before I put the horses away. Torch. Torch. And there we have it. 1, 2, 3 blocks high. That'll work. There's our little stable. Now we need a roof on it. I think I'm going to do an overhang, like with slabs. I think I have some slabs in my house already. Let me go check. Oh, my sheep are ready. Ding! My sheep are done. I need to add something else to my list. I need a sheep collection area. Sheep wool collection area. Kind of like my breeder, but instead of breeding them, it pops them up so I can shear them, and then all the drops go flying around. But I still need to get to an ice biome first. What did I come over here for? I came over here for a gate. And the sun's going down. Let's go sleep real quick. Would the cow breeder work with the sheep? Oh, but they wouldn't be able to eat because there wouldn't be any grass. I'll have to think about that a little bit. I'm going to add that to my list right now. Alright, I have added a sheep shearer to my list. Oh, I was going to get slabs. But anyway, yes, I like having pressure plates because I hate having to stop and close doors and open doors. I just like to be able to run through, with the exception of this because obviously I don't want a creeper to like blow it up or something, but whatever. Eventually this whole area is going to be fenced in. I might even do a wall, but I'd have to deal with that mountain there. I kind of have some ideas for that mountain too, but I don't want to do any builds that are like too big because I kind of feel like I don't want my builds to be, what's a good way to say it? I want people to be able to watch these LPs and be like, oh, I could do that. I don't want it to be like, where people are like, oh man, that looks really complicated. I could never do that. I want to be able to do simple stuff. I don't want to do massive, huge builds. So I have an idea for this mountain, but it would be a massive, huge build and something I've never done before. And I'm just not sure if I want to go that route yet. I need to think about it for a while. So we'll have to see how things turn out. But that's why I have like a smaller scale tree farm, which I need to replant now that I look at it. Smaller scale tree farm, small house, small chicken collection, small stable. I mean, I'm trying to do things that are relatable, I guess. Non-intimidating. Whoops. Things that are non-intimidating. If that makes sense. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my god. Can you tell I'm a parent of a small child? And I've trapped myself here again. Okay, this may be a little bit unpractical, but this is just the building part. I'm not really going to need to run from one stall to the other, from one turnout to the other on a regular basis. Oops. Whoops. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I also need more... Oh, I have more slabs. I still need more slabs on top of that. And I was kind of thinking about doing a hayloft, but I don't really see the point. I think the hay bales are ugly in the first place. I'm just going to do flat across the top. It doesn't have to be fancy. And I'm running out of slabs anyway. Whoops, and I'm out of planks. What the flippin' heck? Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to work on a sheep wool collection point. I might do that when I'm done with this. Just go into my creative world and take a look at that. We don't get any surprise spider visits. Nobody likes surprise spider visits. And there we have it. There's our cute little stable and our llama pen. Llama pen. Doink, doink, doink. Alright, so let's go get our llamas first. And then we can have a little bit easier access to our horsies. I love how they all just follow each other. The pathing on llamas seems to be a lot better than the pathing on any other animal, and I wish they would update it because, like, they don't have any problem climbing up and down hills. But every other animal in the game has a problem with it. Oh, except they won't path through fences, which that makes sense. Okay, well this is annoying. I might have to make the pasture bigger after all. Stay here. So I'm gonna end up making this full size anyway. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down just so I can get everybody in easily. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on. Did we get everybody? I think we did. Alright, let's quickly get the fence gate back in. Nope, 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 nope. There. There. Now everybody's in. Let's go nap first, and then we'll move our horses. And then we will call it a day, because it's time to go be a mom. Oh yeah, I still haven't named this guy Bucephalus. Mostly I didn't name him Bucephalus because he's stupid slow. And I feel like Bucephalus would have been... Go! Would have been a better, faster horse than this. So we are going to put... I'm going to put you in the first stall, because you're the bestest. And then I'm going to put you in the second stall, because you are second bestest. I hate that I can't have it like exactly centered. And has anyone else noticed this happening right here? I've seen this happening a lot lately. When the game is paused or... Oh, I did put pressure plates outside. Okay, never mind. When the game is paused or I'm putting up a sign or something, the game totally spazzes out. Alright, I need to go get a name tag. Well, I mean, I don't really want to name him Bucephalus. Let's come up with a different name for him. He could be... Let's name him Old Johnny. And that's why he's slow. Because he's old and he's tired. He's been a plow horse for most of his life. Old Johnny Plow Horse. It did not break my anvil. That makes me happy. There we go. So now we've got Eris and we've got Old Johnny. That is going to do it for today. Next time we will work on finishing the stable, and I'm also going to work on building a sheep shearer in some way or somehow. And then our next step after those small builds, look, he's going to go outside. After those small builds is going to be to go to the Nether. We're going to build a portal. We're going to go to the Nether. Maybe that's what we'll do with this mountain. Maybe we'll make it into like a Nether Mountain. That could be kind of cool. We could do like gradually more and more Nether brick as you get to the top, and then we could put it up there, and then we could put like a giant zombie pigman statue. Alright, I'm getting out of control. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.